Most men are hypocrites. They don't put their money where their mouth is, and they don't like it when women match up with their energy.
Thing annoys me more than when someone expects you to be okay with something that they wouldn't be okay with if it was done to them. So they go around and do whatever they want to you, but as soon as you do that one thing, you're the bad one. I don't have time for people like that in my life.
The majority of the men want to be dominant. They want their women to be submissive, and they want to have the traditional type of marriage and relationship. However, they're not willing to be traditional men, nor do what is required of conventional men. They shy away from paying bills and taking responsibilities, and once you match up with their energy, it all turns sour.
We really have a whole era of men that don't want to protect and provide. These men want women to go to work, come home, cook, clean up, tend to the kids, and pay half the bills while they just go to work and come home.
Men do what they do for self-interest. They say men are programmed to be selfish. They do the talking, but they don't walk the walk. Most men would say they don't date promiscuous women. They don't date women that are for the streets. They don't date women that sleep around, which is understandable. But when you meet them and tell them that you are celibate, that you're waiting to when you get married, it becomes a different story. They turn around, pack their bags, and walk away. And then they always have the most negative things to say about women that have decided to be celibate.
Hey fellas, when a woman tries to tell you that she's celibate, she's using that as a manipulation tactic to try to use you and manipulate you. If a woman is not a virgin, don't fall for that BS. When she was in her prime years, just giving her box away to any man, she didn't make them wait, so why should you have to wait? And women that normally do this, especially like women in their late 30s, 40s, and 50s, they use this tactic because they know they hit a wall and they know no men that value themselves are going to take them serious. If it's a man that she really likes and she's very attractive to him, she's not going to make him wait. She's not going to scream celibacy. That celibacy going to go out the window. Stay woke.
What exactly is he even talking about? They said they don't want women that put it out there. Celibate women are not putting it out there. They're keeping it to themselves. Suddenly, it's not a problem. What exactly do men want? The hypocrisy is just too much. They need to make up their mind. Same men will tell women that women don't have the right to judge them based on their income, their height, or the size of their PP. Yet, they always quick to judge women based on their shape, their looks, their weight, their body count, and all that. Why are they going back on their words? They are the only ones that are allowed to judge. Once you return the same energy, it becomes a huge problem. Who are you to do same to me what I'm doing to you? You've got no rights. Usually they're thinking.
Bro, it's way too many dudes out here that's enabling the same behavior that they claim to despise in women. Literally got men sitting on platforms and podcasts 24/7 talking about, man, we don't want no woman that's for the streets. We don't want no woman showing her body online. We don't want no woman, that's stripping in the clubs and things of that nature. But these same dudes go to them same clubs and spend their resources on them women stripping in the clubs. These same dudes be liking every post from these women that's showing their body online, and even going as far as putting comments under the post, hard eyes, all type of stuff like that. Like, as men, we shouldn't be giving the type of women that we claim we despise and the type of women that we claim we want to see less of, we shouldn't be giving them any attention at all. But instead, we give them our attention, we give them our time, we give them our resources, we give them all type of stuff. They'll lay down and have sex with these type of women, risk having kids with these type of women. The whole time, the women that you claim to want, you keeping them in private.
Sex is not sex for a woman to man. A sex for a woman is having a baby, being hunkered down for 9 months. It's a lot more of a biological thought process that occurs. It's not just you getting it on with the man. There's a physical change that occurs with your body. And we are biologically wired to think this way. This is why on a Saturday night, there's no group of 18-year-old girls like, I want to go have sex with a bunch of dudes, that's it. There's definitely that 1% of women that think this way, but the 99% of men are thinking like, oh, I want to go out and sleep with girls. I don't care how much they make. I don't care what they do. As long as they look good, it is what it is. Men are very sexually driven.
It's just a defense mechanism men use to deflect attention from their flaws. Same men would say, oh, I don't want my woman to be on social media because they get corrupted by things that are happening on social media. What is she even looking for on social media? I can't let my woman expose herself on social media. I can't let my woman put some certain kind of pictures online. Yet same men are on Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, day in, day out, every minute, scrolling through Instagram models' pictures, following women that have BBL, liking their pictures, commenting. What exactly is the color of your problem? So they can use social media, but women cannot use social media.
A grown man and you're married or you're in a relationship, it is disrespectful as hell for you to be on social media drooling over random women and leaving likes and comments on their photos. And men will say, well, I don't know these women. I'll never meet these women in person. What's the big deal? It's not about you looking at other women. Your girlfriends, your wives, they know you have eyes. You see other women on a daily basis that you lust over and you fantasize about women on a daily basis. They know that. They're not stupid. It's about the disrespect involved with you being on a public platform, leaving likes and comments for everyone to see, for them to see. How do you think it makes them feel? How stupid do you have to be to leave comments on a public platform anyway?
It's funny. The same guys that get on the internet telling women that they need to act like moms and act like wives. It's the same men that are silent as when it's time to tell men to act like fathers and husbands. Your boy ain't seen his kids in 6 months. Are you telling him to go act like a father? Why don't you tell your boys to act like a husband? Instead of habitually women, misusing them, breaking their hearts, giving them children and not taking care of them, why don't you tell them to act like a husband and go find a wife and settle down? If you do not check your men the same way you get on the internet trying to check these women, then shut the up. Go act like a mom. You need to be dressing this way. What you mean you going out with your girls? Tell your to act like a father then. Y'all up in arms about Keke Palmer dressing a certain way, but silent as on all the that ain't taking care of their kids. It's amazing how men are hyper focused on this word accountability, be silent as on their friends, acting a fool out of here.
It's evident that a lot of men suffer cognitive dissonance. Men enjoy using talking points, holding on to talking points, but they don't critically take time out to think about those talking points, think about implementing it. Is it possible for this to be applied to real life? They listen to podcasters telling them what to do. All them radio podcasters, manosphere podcasters, selling them things that doesn't make sense. Men will listen to those people, take it in hook and sinker wholeheartedly without even taking a moment to think and ask real questions. How is this applicable? The person I'm applying this to, is this person a robot or an actual human? Has this person got feelings? Do they have emotions? They don't ask that question. Do they run with the message and tell themselves, I'm an alpha man, men is not supposed to be like this, men is supposed to be like this? Then it becomes a huge problem when women decide to match up with the same energy they are giving off. When women decide to throw their BS back at them, they cannot handle it.
Babe, I gotta tell you something that's been on my mind.
What's up, babe? Talk to me.
Remember when you cheated on me 3 times and I forgave you?
Yeah, babe, I was a bad person. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put you through that. I was a young man. I'm sorry.
Well, what if I do the same thing?
I can't get mad. I'm gonna get mad. I did the same thing. I can't be no hypocrite. I gotta forgive you. But I know you wouldn't do nothing like that. You my sugar pumpkin pie. You a good girl. You wouldn't do nothing like that.
Well, remember Darius, my best friend from high school?
Oh, yeah. Dude.
We slept together the other night. Huh? Babe, we were mad at each other. I'm sorry. Listen.
What? You sucked his dick out of anger?
Hey, we were arguing.
Who sucked dick when they mad?
I thought we were done.
You's a bird, bitch. She a cheating asshole. Yo, she a bird. Just open up your legs to anybody. You's a bird.
Hey,
man, fuck no, yo. This relationship over, bitch.
I'm sorry.
It's over.
The reason men don't forgive cheating is that men's technical imagination is more profound. He's going to have these mental images that are very detailed and include fluids of what happened and where it happened. And he's going to be thinking about your faces that you made, and he's going to be scarred. And this is going to harm him every time he looks in your face. Women don't really have that. You know, women more so have like this emotional connection. Like, hey, did you love her? And if you didn't, well, then you're scot-free.
According to men, science said men can easily be promiscuous because they don't easily get attached to women that they sleep with. A man can sleep with 10 women and have no emotional connection or attachment with those women. And according to the explanation, they said it's because men hardly release the bonding hormone called oxytocin. A man only releases oxytocin during sex when he has a deep connection with a woman. This is the explanation. Women easily release oxytocin during sex, during breastfeeding, and so many other activities can lead to women releasing oxytocin, and women can easily get attached. So because of this explanation, it's okay for a man to cheat, but it's not okay for a woman to cheat, because if a woman cheats on a man, the chances of her leaving the relationship or the marriage is high, according to men and the explanation. They also said that you cannot compare a situation where a man slept with 20 women to a situation where 20 men slept with a man. It's not the same. They used a cup and water analogy. Let's watch this video.
If I pass this cup around the room and 20 people touch it, I can just wash the cup off, okay? But if I pass this same cup around the room and 20 dudes dump a packet of mayo in there...
Woman cheats, walk away. The relationship is done. Don't even try to fix it. Just walk away. I'm telling you, for your own good, because it's a lot different. I'm not saying that men cheating is not bad. I'm not condoning men, but it's different when it comes to a woman. Men care about sex a lot more. Men have about 7 to 15 times the amount of testosterone that a woman has. Testosterone in itself is a libido boosting hormone. So men care about sex a lot more than a woman does. On top of that, the physical act in itself. He's on top of you. He's taking you home. He's throwing you around. He's inside you. He's dominating you. Men conquer women when they cheat. Women get conquered. You're spreading your legs. You're opening up to a man. This man is stronger and more powerful than you. Women don't cheat in a relationship unless they know that this man can give them some kind of value or their situation cannot be affected. When a woman breaks up out of a relationship, 99% of the time, it's because she knows that she can get another man out there in her own calculations. Sometimes it doesn't actually fall through, but this is her mindset. Women typically monkey branch out of a relationship. They don't end the relationship because the relationship doesn't make sense for them. They typically stay in it until they can find something better or something that makes more sense for them. So when she's cheating on you, she has already proactively thought about it. It's a premeditative action. It's not just her engaging in something on some night. Typically, it's just not that. It's typically because she has found something that makes more sense for her.
Think men prefer a natural body or a BBL body?
BBL body.
For real?
Yes. People that say natural are cap because most of them want a natural girlfriend, this and that, but you'll be following the Insta models that have their whole body done.
Do men truly like women that have BBL? Same men that say negative things about women that have BBL are the same men that you will see on social media liking women that have BBL comments, following Instagram models that have got BBL, chasing after women that have got BBL. Then these same men will go on podcast and say, you know what, women that have BBL, I see them in a different light. For a woman to subject herself through such pain just to look a certain way tells them much more about the person. They can't trust people like that. Those people can be poisonous. This is what men say about women that have BBL. They can sleep with women that have BBL. They can never wife them. They can't take them to their children's school. They can't take them home because having BBL tells a lot about the person's character. This is what men say.
I've never heard a man in real life say he like a BBL. The only people say that is the rappers in their songs, and that's just because they just use women as a play toy. They use women as a piece of meat. A woman like a sacrifice for them. So they don't care nothing about the woman health, mental health, emotional health, physical health. It just, here, go get the BBL. And I just heard a guy here recently say that he paid for the woman BBL. Was it, I think it was the comedian. On the interview, on the podcast interview, he said he paid for a woman BBL and then left her because he don't like it, but he did it because he know that's what she wanted to do. But he did it but it just let him know, oh, you this type of woman? All right, well, here you go. Here go your body, but I'm gone because I don't like no BBL. And what I try to tell women all the time is that don't go do that stuff and holler about you doing it for yourself. You know you're doing it for a man because you're not finna let a woman grab your booty unless you like that, unless you deal with women. You ain't walking around no thong for no woman. You ain't posing backwards on Instagram for no woman. So don't tell that lie that you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for a man. But you have to also understand what men like and what men don't like. I'm going to be honest with you.
BBLs, like the women that's not even in y'all
We
league.
don't want BBLs. And
Hold on.
She telling us what men want.
Hold on, no. She can say that.
Yeah.
Understand a BBL does not make you in another league. It actually brings you down now.
Some men love it though.
No, we love to play with it. I call them rentals. You're like a rental car. You go out to Miami, you rent that Lamb, you rent that Ferrari. The shit you can't drive at home. It's fun to drive out there, but now I'm not paying for this. This shit going back to the rental office when I'm done with it. That's what we do with BBLs. But we're not taking that to the parent-teacher conference. Bitch walking in ass big as this table. Like, come on. Like, let's stop playing for real. Y'all gotta...
I'm pretty sure you heard them. They don't like it. They want it because they play with it. Men can be so deceptive, very deceptive. A lot of men on social media, on TikTok, are saying that BBL smells. A certain man came on TikTok to narrate a story of what happened between him and a lady that had BBL.
Apparently, BBLs stink. Like, yeah, BBLs, the actual surgery, like they saying it smell bad. That's word on the streets right now. So don't shoot the messenger. I'm just letting it be known. I'm just letting y'all know what's being said around here.
Yeah, those BBLs be stinking. So you guys may have seen this online that BBL smells is trending. And there are a lot of reasons for that smell, but I think that I will tell you guys a story about a girl that I dated, and I took her out. She had a BBL. Her body looked crazy good. Like, she had it done right. Her whole body looked amazing. So we linked up and we went out, had a really good time. We went to a Lakers game and then went to a spot by LA Live and had some dinner. Had a really good time. And so she was like, so what you trying to do? I was like, yeah, let's go back to my place and relax, have a nightcap and see where it takes us. So we drive back to my spot. And so light the candles, get the music going, open up a bottle of champagne, and we sitting there and we're having a nice vibe. And, we start getting into it and everything, and clothes start to come off. And she wanted to give me a little show. So she was like, just stand right there. And so like she took off everything very seductively and got on my bed and started twerking that thing, right? And I was like, what the hell? Because at this point, she got nothing on. And I smelled this smell and it hits my nose. The shit was like a salt of my nose. I'm like, what the hell? And so I'm like, baby, not to be rude, but I know we had a long day. You're not smelling that fresh down there. I think you need to get into the shower and go ahead and freshen up. And she looked at me so embarrassed. I did it as gently as I could, but what I realized is if someone has had a normal size behind for all of their life, and then they switch up and now they got this big BBL, they have to reach back there and really clean. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not used to doing that, they might not know that, hey, you sweat differently. Everything is different when you add that much more meat back there. That thing can't breathe as good. And so she ended up getting in the shower and everything. I had everything that she needed. And I ended up clapping them cheeks. And it was much better. But some people, the smell, I think her smell was coming from just not being able to get back there and clean properly. But some people's smell is coming from what the excretions and what's coming out with the fat that they've actually put in to their bodies. So, BBLs for me is just for fun. Those women are for fun. Like, you can't take women with BBLs, in my opinion, to parent-teacher conferences. They big old ass knocking over the little kids' crayons and stuff as they try to walk through the parent-teachers conferences in them small-ass classrooms. That's not really for me. That's for fun. That's for, weekend fun. Wifey material is just regular, natural women that you can build a family with and give a great life to. But that's one of my stories on BBLs. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments.
Men are always putting themselves first. He had to focus on clapping them stuff. Then afterwards, you heard what he has to say. This is how he feels about women that have BBL. They are good for play, but they are not good as wives. Like, it's crazy. Why are they indulging those women? Men are programmed to be selfish. If you want to hear more on how men are programmed to be selfish and think about themselves all the time, watch this video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.